Solar by Green Greg here, and today I'm going to talk about 5 tips to avoid solar panel scams. So I'm seeing a lot of men and women going door to door in yellow safety vests or orange safety vests and pretending they're with the utility company. And they'll say things like, I'm with X utility, I'm with Duke Energy, or I'm with PG&E, or I work with Duke Energy. Whenever you see something like that, you should already know that's a red flag. No utility company wants you to go solar and buy less electricity. So avoid when you get somebody like this. I'm also seeing false claims like, oh, you get a $0 electric bill with utility when you go solar. This is totally false. Every utility company has a minimum fee that you have to pay to be hooked up to the utility. And this varies based on the utility. You could check their website or call them up and find out what their minimum fee is with solar, but it's never zero, okay? Unless you're off grid, you're in some remote area where there is no utility, then you could possibly have no utility minimum fee, right? But if you're served by utility, you will have a minimum fee that you have to pay. And in most cases, at least in Florida, once the utility is connected to that home or business, you can't get rid of them, utility company. Now, yes, you can still save a lot of money with solar, and usually that minimum fee is pretty low. Next false statement, that the federal government will give you money back. Okay, that is false. So there is a federal tax credit. It's not a rebate. And so it's a credit based on your income tax liability when you file your federal income taxes at the end of the year. So the way this works is most people are withholding money from their paycheck, federal withholding, in anticipation of paying income taxes or from their investments. And so what happens is you've already set aside hopefully the proper amount of money, right, to pay those income taxes. However, if you have a tax credit from the solar purchase, which is 30% of the solar purchase, then you will actually have a credit, you'll actually have overpaid, and you get a refund. But you actually have to be paying income taxes in order to take advantage of that tax credit. So be careful. Your tax liability, I believe, is on page 2 of the 1040, or you can ask a tax preparer or an accountant if you're not sure, but you have to have a tax liability. So I see a lot of misleading ads, such as this one on top, that says the government will cover the cost of going solar. That is totally false. Like I said, it's a 30% tax credit. There also might be some state incentives, but they're not going to cover the whole cost, okay? So do not fill out this form, because what it is just a sales organization, a marketing company that just takes homeowners' information and then sells it. And so you might get a bunch of nuisance calls over the next year where they've sold your information multiple times. The other thing I've seen is, these advertisements offering, free solar panels or free solar electricity. Well, there's no such thing as free, as we all know. And I just mentioned that the government's not going to pay 100% of the cost, okay? And usually these ads for free solar panels, it's either a solar lease or a power purchase agreement where another company actually owns the solar system that's on your rooftop. And then they sell you the electricity, just like the utility sells you electricity. So I do not recommend these, so just avoid when you see something like this. So the other thing I'm seeing is, a lot of these pushy salespeople will say, oh yeah, your bill before solar is this, your bill after solar is XX. And that's fine, except that how did they get that number? And how do they get that savings? So if they said that this solar system is going to produce this many kilowatt hours per year, what is their guarantee on that kilowatt hour production? If their savings is based on 15,000 kilowatt hours annually, then you want to guarantee for the first year that the system's going to produce 15,000 kilowatt hours, okay? And these numbers can be manipulated, so even if they have solar design software, they can manipulate these numbers. And it's hard for the homeowner to know because every home is different. You could take the same solar system and put it on a neighbor's roof, it could produce a different amount of electric. So how do you know? You want to ask what their guarantee is, and also get a couple other quotes. And if you're getting other quotes where the numbers are vastly different, where company A says, hey, you're saving 100, a month and company B and C are saying, no, you're only save like $30 a month, then you have to ask, how did the company A actually get $100 per month? What makes them different? Something is not right there unless they're doing other energy efficiency items or something like this. Something is not right, okay? Solar by Green Greg here, and on this channel I do home solar PV, solar pool heating, and energy efficiency, and I do it all without any sales talk. You see, I've been in the solar industry now for 16 years. I know all the insider information, I know the tips and tricks, but I'm also a homeowner just like you, and I know how it is. You're doing a home improvement like solar, and you just want honest information. You want the truth, and maybe a little bit of help troubleshooting. If that's you, you want honest information, hey, you're in the right spot. Please go ahead, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. Oh, and by the way, do you realize that 98% of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe? Please do me a favor and subscribe. I'm working very hard for you, and it really helps YouTube know that this information is valuable. Also, in the comments, hey, let me know where you're from. It's always wonderful to know where people are from and where I'm helping people out. Thank you so much, and have a great sunny day. Bye-bye for now.